This month, Gwyneth Paltrow was the latest celebrity to try the Snap Challenge, and she met a lot of controversy with what she bought. But the reality is, most people on food stamps get just $29 per week to buy groceries. So this really challenges people to still buy healthy and do it for under $30. It might sound impossible, but strategic shopper Maureen Welsh is here to prove it can be done.
It can, but it is hard. It was hard.
We were talking about this up in the newsroom, and I said, I think I spend about $200 a week on groceries with 3 kids.
Yes.
I mean, it's easy. It adds up fast.
Right, and then and the problem I think is you buy things and then you run out, and then it's compounding. So you want to make sure on this challenge, the one thing I wanted to make sure of is that I was getting a variety of foods, so you wouldn't feel in the middle of the week we're out of protein or we're out of our fun food, or you know, so it's
okay. You have some great tips for us on how we can kind of stay within that $29 budget, but still feel like you're eating healthy and you're full.
Still feel like you are giving your children food that is going to sustain them throughout the day. And that's the key thing. You want food that's going to fuel the body, so they're not coming back in 2 hours and say, I mean, they're going to come back and say it, but they're not going to be. They're not going to be telling the truth. How I did it was I price matched.
Okay.
With my strategic shopping, I do price match grocery lists every week for my members, and it is the tried and true way without having to deal with coupons. It's the most time-saving way to shop. And what that is grabbing the sales from all the different stores and price matching them at Walmart. So the key is it's giving you a variety of items to choose from. If you're shopping at just one store and you're stuck to $29, your variety is not going to be that much. So I really like the fact that it gave me a lot of variety. With Aldi and Sprouts, I had a good variety of produce, and then the other stores, it was your cereal, things like that. So so that was how I really did it.
Okay,
now
so price matching,
yes, with my strategic shopping, of
and
course.
you were able to buy quite a bit of produce on your budget.
And protein. Protein is the meats are very expensive. About 30% of my budget went to protein in different forms. But we'll start with the produce. My tip on produce is to buy the heartier produce on sale. Potatoes are always on sale, and you can do a variety of things with potatoes. Don't not just have to do baked potatoes. You could serve them at breakfast, serve them, baked potatoes, and have a baked potato bar, things like that, because the toppings aren't that expensive. Apples for fruit. Another tip is to get creative with the items that you buy. You can make a risotto with oatmeal.
Really?
Yes, there's oatmeal risotto recipes out there. Obviously, I put eggs every week on the list because 1, protein, and then 2, you can serve that. You can make it so many different ways. It's a good base for sauces and other things, because another tip I have is make things from scratch.
Okay.
Because the more processed you're paying, if you pay for a jar of marinara sauce, you're going to pay up to $2.
Right.
I had a 10-ounce cherry tomato for 69 cents. You put those in a saute pan with sugar and salt and pepper. Let the cherry tomatoes pop.
Bada bing.
Bada bing, bada boom. I'm Emerald. And so that's another idea. And one that is huge, again, we talked about, is making the items stretch. So the snack that I bought was popcorn.
Okay.
And popcorn, you get 25 servings out of this bag.
Wow.
It costs half the price of a bag of potato chips, where you get 8 servings.
Wow.
Yeah, and this is the old-fashioned way, again, making it from scratch.
So you're popping it yourself, which probably saves money, because the microwave popcorn is more expensive.
And it's not as healthy. I grew up, my dad showed me how to do this. You just put the oil on the bottom, and you put one little kernel in, wait for it to pop, put the rest in, and the kids love it. They love to hear the popping and stuff. So again, make things stretch. And then another thing was, you'd be surprised to see cereal here, because cereal's about $3 a box.
Right, it's expensive.
I snagged a sale one week where it was buy 4, limit 4 for $1.49 a box, and then look at that, there was a coupon on the box. That was the only coupon I used this entire challenge, and it was on the box.
Wow.
So I got 4 boxes of cereal for $1 each. And so that if you do the proper serving size, another one of my tips, serve proper serving size to your children and yourself, that will really make things stretch.
So it's not a heaping bowl of cereal, it's a cup of cereal.
Which is what I try and tell my kids every morning. No, you don't need to cover it, okay? So yeah, and that's what I'm talking, like with the chicken, with your protein especially, the high-end items, you want to make those stretch. So with a 3-pound bag of chicken, your servings are 12 to 16 you get for the week.
Wow.
If you do a proper serving size, which is about 3 to 4 ounces. So that's something you want to remember too. Portion out correctly.
Very good. Thank you so much.
Thank you. This really was eye-opening for me, and I really appreciate the challenge. It was great. It was a lot of fun.
We appreciate you taking the challenge. If you have any questions about this morning's segment or you'd like to learn more about Maureen, you can head to mystrategicshopping.com. You'll find all of her price matching grocery lists, coupons, and everything else there. And we'll have more on our website as well if you want to see exactly what she did. Thanks again for being here.
Thank you.